Hi guys, welcome to Smack Bang Food, and today we are going to be making some kofte. This has been a staple recipe in our family for a very long time, so let's get straight into it. We're first going to start off with 1 kg of some mutton mince, followed by 1 onion that has been chopped into a small processor or blender. We're then going to add in 2 green chilies, followed by some coriander leaves and 6 mint leaves. We're now going to blend this all up nice and together to form a paste. We're now going to add this paste into our mutton mince. Now on the side, the same ingredients again that we used previously, we're just going to chop them up together, and we're then going to add this also to our mince meat. After this, we are now going to add in 1 tablespoon of some ginger and garlic paste. Now separately, we are going to grab a food processor and put in 1 teaspoon of some powdered coconut, followed by 1.5 teaspoon of some chickpeas. Now we're going to add in 1 tablespoon of some melon seeds, followed by 6 cashew nuts, 1 tablespoon of some poppy seeds, and 10 skinless almonds. We're then gonna now blend this all up together until it forms a powdered like consistency, and then we are now going to also add this to our mince meat. You can also do this with normal coconut, but we've used powdered in this case. Now I'm gonna add in 1 tablespoon of some Garam masala, followed by 1 tablespoon of some mixed masala. We've added in 1 medium spoon of some salt. You can add in more if you like, or maybe even a little bit less. Separately, now to a pan, we've added in some normal oil and we have added in some onions. We are now going to deep fry our onions until they are nice and brown. Try not to make sure that you burn them. And separately to a blender, we are now going to add in 4 tablespoons of some normal yogurt. This is followed by the onions that we have just fried earlier in the process. Then I'm going to bring this together, and it should hopefully form a paste-like consistency, which is of course going to be added into our mutton. We are now going to add in the juice of 1 lemon. We're now going to bring our meatball batter to life. We're going to make sure that we give this all a real good mix, making sure that we squeeze and massage the masala into the meat. Once that is done, we are going to add in 1.5 tablespoon of tomatoes into our food processor, and it should be fully blended and looking nice and red. We're going to put this to the side as it will be used later on in the process. We're going to grind a handful of spices. These are mentioned in the description, and we are going to add these into a pan with some hot oil. We're then going to add in 1 tablespoon of some ginger and garlic paste, followed by the tomatoes that we blended up earlier on in the process. Now I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of some tomato puree, and then we're going to bring this all together by giving it a good mix. We're also going to add in 1 teaspoon of some salt. We're also going to add in the 2 masalas that we created earlier in the process, the one that consisted of the various nuts and the one that just consisted of our yogurt and our onions. We're going to put these both into our curry, and then we're going to of course bring this all together. We're now going to add in 1 cup of some water. Now separately, we're going to go back to our mutton and we are going to create our kofte. Just going to grab a little bit of water in our hands, and then we're just going to put in the meatballs into our palms nicely and softly. We're then going to add in our meatballs into our curry that we have just created. We're going to let this simmer on a low heat for 15 minutes. Once we come back to our curry, it should be bubbling, and we want to gently mix our kofte together, making sure that we don't break them in the process. Now we're going to grab some boiled eggs. We're going to slightly indent them with a knife and then add them to our curry. We are also going to add in some green chillis, followed by some nutmeg and spice powder. We're also going to add in some Kewra Water, followed by a handful of some fresh coriander. And that is our kofte recipe completed. Definitely do give this a try and let us know what it tastes like in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and as always, we'll hopefully catch you in the next one. Goodbye.